You get sick. You call a doctor. You take antibiotics until it's gone. Otzi the Iceman had whipworms, stomach ulcers, and Lyme disease. He didn't cure any of it, but his immune system kept him alive through all of it. He hunted. He climbed mountains. And when we examined thousands of ancient skeletons, we realized he wasn't exceptional. He was normal. The story we inherit is this. Before modern medicine, people were fragile. A scratch could kill you. A fever was a death sentence. Survival was luck. But paleopathologists found something that doesn't fit that narrative. Not everyone who got infected died. Many lived. Some lived with the infection their entire lives. And once you understand why, it changes how you think about being alive in the modern world. In 1991, hikers found Ötzi frozen in the Tyrolean Alps, preserved for 5,300 years. The South Tyrol Museum ran genetic sequencing and paleopathological examination. What they found: whipworm eggs, Helicobacter pylori, the bacterium that causes stomach ulcers, and Borrelia burgdorferi, Lyme disease. He was 40 to 50 years old when he died. He lived decades with all of it. He didn't cure any of it. He lived with it. The assumption is he was lucky. But when researchers looked at thousands of ancient remains, they found the same pattern everywhere. We've been taught life expectancy was 25 to 40 years. That sounds like proof ancient people died young, but it's misleading. That number is heavily skewed by infant mortality. Babies died. A lot. If you survived to age 15, your odds of reaching 40 improved dramatically. Ötzi at 50 with chronic disease isn't an anomaly. He's typical. So how were they surviving infections that should have killed them? In 2015, researchers exposed ants to an infectious fungus. Healthy ants avoided hydrogen peroxide, but infected ants started consuming it at higher rates. The chemical killed the fungus. Survival improved. The ants didn't understand chemistry. They responded to a biological signal. Same pattern in chimpanzees. When a chimp gets intestinal parasites, it seeks out prickly-haired leaves from the Vernonia amygdalina plant, folds them, swallows them whole. The rough surface catches parasitic worms and expels them. Your ancestors did the same thing. They didn't invent medicine. They recognized patterns. Sick, eat this plant, feel better, repeat enough times, and you have a medical system. But here's what matters. They weren't trying to eliminate infections. They were learning to live with them. Ötzi's whipworms weren't an acute infection he was fighting off. They were endemic, part of his normal body state. His immune system didn't eliminate these threats. It calibrated to coexist with them. This is the opposite of what modern medicine does. Antibiotics kill the pathogen. Infection leaves. Baseline resets to sterility. But ancient humans lived in a world where pathogens were constant, low level, and unavoidable. Their immune system never got to reset. It stayed calibrated to perpetual low-grade threat. Their immune system was overtrained. Ours is undertrained. In the 1880s, a French physician named Ernest Duchesne observed Arab stable boys treating sores with mold. He isolated the fungus as penicillium and tested it on guinea pigs infected with typhoid. The mold cured them. This was 1885, 40 years before Fleming discovered penicillin. But moldy bread was used as an antibiotic in ancient Rome, in Egypt, in China. They were using penicillin for centuries without knowing what it was. They just knew. Infection on wound, apply mold, infection goes away. Ancient medicine worked not because they understood biology, but because they paid attention. Now think about your world. Your kitchen is sterile. Your shower water is chlorinated. You use antibacterial soap. You take antibiotics until every infection is gone. Your immune system has never faced a true threat. It's never been tested. And the gap is showing up in real time. Autoimmune diseases like Crohn's, multiple sclerosis, and type 1 diabetes were rare or absent in ancient populations. Now they're epidemic. In 1950, Crohn's disease was 1 in 100,000 people. By 2020, it was 1 in 250. Food allergies affect 32 million Americans. Pollen never killed anyone before 1900. Now, seasonal allergies are a recurring epidemic. This is called the hygiene hypothesis, documented by Graham Rook in the 1980s. It's not a theory anymore. It's documented reality. Your immune system is like a muscle. Use it constantly. It stays calibrated. Never use it, and it turns on you. Ötzi hunted mountains with parasites in his gut. His immune system knew what a real threat looked like. You can't eat a peanut without your body staging a civil war. We traded constant low-level infection for autoimmune disease. We traded parasitic worms for inflammatory bowel disease. We traded bacterial exposure for allergic asthma. And we made this trade without realizing we were making it. You can't go back to Ötzi's world. You wouldn't want to. Antibiotics save lives. Modern medicine is a miracle. But you can't pretend the trade-off doesn't exist. Every time you sterilize, you're making a bet. The bet is nothing serious will ever slip through. Ötzi couldn't make that bet. His world was dangerous, so his body stayed ready. Always ready. Your world is safe, so your body relaxed. They lived through disease. We live around it. Both strategies work until they don't. For 300,000 years, every human immune system was forged in a world that never stopped testing it. Yours is the first generation that grew up without that test. And your body knows something is missing. It's searching for a threat that isn't there. And when it can't find one, it invents one. That's not a flaw in your biology. That's your biology working exactly as designed, in a world it was never designed for. Ötzi carried his diseases up a mountain. You carry yours to the pharmacy. Neither of you chose the world you were born into, but only one of you knows what your body was built.